dance last week in Northampton. There was plenty of girls there as fine as you'd wish. There was one pretty maiden a-chewing tobacco, just like a young kitten a-chewing fresh fish.
Evening, Eddie.
Nippy night indeed. Seems to be a storm brewing.
Aye, nor'easter they say, and coming strong. The usual?
No. I'll have a port tonight.
Ah, warming the cockles of your soul.
Well, my soul does seem to be indeed in peril tonight.
Oh? What's that about, lad?
Lad. I believe I'm a bit beyond that stage now, don't you think, Vinny?
Ah, now, Edward. It seems only yesterday you were a lad. How I do remember your dear mother.
Ah, I remember. Didn't she used to sing in our old theater upstairs?
What's that rap-tap-tapping you're doing there, lad?
Rapping, tapping at my chamber door.
What's that you say?
Nevermore!
Nevermore! Nevermore? Nevermore! Barkeeper! More!
I've got it! Rapping at my chamber door.
Oh, Lordy, is it a writing you're doing for us then?
Boy, what's going on here? Is it a performance of sorts?
Oh, it's my own Mr. Poe reading one of his rhymes.
Then make it lively, Mr. Poet. Else my mighty ear will be treating you to some saltier rhyme before his robe run dry.
So faintly you came tapping at my chamber door.
It is another writing he's doing for us, all right?
Yes, it is, madam. Let me read it to you.
Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this, and nothing more. Ah, distinctly I remember. It was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow. Vainly I had sought to borrow from my books surcease of sorrow. Sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels named Lenore. Nameless here, forevermore. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before, so that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. Some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. Only this, and nothing more. Prophet," said I, "thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, where the tempest sent or where the tempest tossed thee here ashore, tell this soul with sorrow laden, if within the distant Aden it shall clasp a sainted maiden whom the angels name Lenore. Clasp a rare and radiant maiden whom the angels name Lenore." Quoth the raven, "Nevermore." "Be that word of sign of parting, bird or fiend," I shrieked, upstarting. "Get thee back into the tempest and the night's Plutonian shore. Leave no black tomb as token of that lie that soul has spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken. Quit the bust above my door. Take thy beak from out my heart, and take thy form from out my door." Quoth the raven, "Nevermore." And the raven, flitting, still is sitting, on the pallid bust of Pallas just above my chamber door. And his eyes have all the seeming of a demon that is dreaming. And the lamplight o'er him streaming throws his shadow on the floor. And my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore.